What's up, guys? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB. It's about 10 after 11 a.m. Eastern Time, January 14, 2018. We're coming to you with a brand new trading video. We're only going to be speaking about Verge in this video. That's it. We're not doing a combo with all sorts of other coins because we got a lot to talk about here. Clearly, this chart that's in front of you looks like a mess, but we will explain it. But first, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you guys are watching us on Steam or on DTube. If you can do the same, would be greatly appreciated. Your resteam or an upvote, your like would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So, what are we looking at here? So, yeah, it looks like a hornet's nest, and I haven't even drawn half of the stuff yet. So, what do we have coming in here? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start just moving stuff out. Okay, what do we have coming in? Coming in to this, we had two huge, not huge, but I guess one of them, this one was kind of big, bullish flags. Okay, we had a bullish flag here, we had a bullish flag here, and if we were to go from 4 hours to probably an hour, you probably would see another one here. Okay, so there's kind of this fractal nature to what's going on here, which is a common thing in a lot of different markets. It's not particularly common to cryptos. Cryptos happen to show that fractal nature a little bit more because fractals are more of a direct sentiment of a direct cryptos happen to be a more direct relationship or viewing of actual sentiment than you find in other markets. Other markets tend to have a lot of various different players in them, with a lot of people trying to manipulate the direction of whatever it is for whatever their reason is. You don't find the same thing here with cryptos as much. So we have these two, bullish flags that came in, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move these things off just to make things a little cleaner. And then after that, what did we have? Okay, we had this big down, right? This big down move. And right off the bat, once you have a big down move like this, you start looking for triangles. You start drawing things. Okay, and one of the first things we started drawing was this green triangle. Okay, you can see it here and you can see it here. Okay, I'm gonna move this off really quick and this off really quick. Okay, so you can see this green triangle much more. Okay, and within this green triangle, we just had this red, this red A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let's move this off here. Yeah, this red A, B, C, D, E, right? And we had A, B, C, D, E, and then the market jumped up just the same way in which you would expect. And from there, the market normally would run up, but that didn't happen here. What happened here was the market kind of came down again, and then we had this triangle, this wedge formation. We actually, if you look at a video we made some time ago, I think it was included a few different cryptos, altcoins. It was Verge, EOS, Monaco, and I think there was one other as well. We had drawn this triangle right here, and it looks as if it's holding to that triangle. So what is the next thing that we drew too? We drew these lines, okay? Because we saw, oh, something's going on here with this, right? And it's exactly what we drew. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and take this A, B, C, D, E off of here because that's complete. Now we're going to move this one in. I drew all these things earlier because I don't want to put you guys to sleep. So, okay, so now we have A, B, C, right? D, E. And that's what's going on here, right? So what are we left with? Okay, so it looks as if the market's coming here and then we're going to be looking for a bounce coming off of here. However, we also still have this triangle that's in effect as well. So possibly what we may see is a bullish wick where the market may come down and then it may come back up. And that's great. That's a very good sign for what we want to see. And why do I think that's going to happen? I'm going to pull up Bitcoin real quick. Okay. Just made a video on this. So Bitcoin, you can see, is piercing through here. Okay. Not sure if this is a bullish wick just yet, or if it's some part of a larger sell-off, an ABC sell-off, or a zigzag sell-off. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here on Verge. So if Verge goes ahead and starts trading like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's a big behemoth, it tends to push around the other cryptos. If Verge starts trading like that, then what we may see is not a continuation of this pattern of this larger, yellowish and mustardish triangle. What we may see is a larger sell-off. So what type of sell-off can we see? The type of sell-off we can see are two things: an ABC correction, or, like I said, a zigzag correction. An ABC correction, I'm not going to draw it because it's just getting a little too much for people that are kind of new to this, is what we would see is A, B, and then C, it would come down. Okay? And if it's an ABC correction, according to Elliott Wave analysis or theory, you have 3 waves in the A, 3 waves in the B, and the C has 5 waves. So the C is obviously longer than A and B. And that's probably going to bring us down somewhere to this level here. Okay? Around the 5 cents level. It could possibly bring us down a little bit lower. I don't think that's going to happen, but I have to plan for it, and I have to tell you to plan for it too. The next thing is a zigzag formation. Very similar as well, where we have A, B, and then C. And a zigzag formation, the only difference is that this wave is made up of 5, this one's made up of 3, this one's made up of 5. So similar to the ABC correction, the zigzag correction also has 5 waves in its last leg. So I believe a similar type of price prediction of around kind of this level right here of around 5 cents, but would be the same for a zigzag. However, zigzags tend to sell off harder and quicker. They tend to be more extended than ABC corrections. So there's a possibility, if it's a zigzag correction, that this may come down even lower. So I want to keep you guys aware of what's going on from there. Okay? So what is our overall thoughts with regards to this? Okay, our overall thoughts of where this market's going to go is this right here, this plumb line. That this is 1, 2, and then we have 3, 4, 5, all the way up to here. Call it $1.05, $1.10 is kind of what we're calling for. Okay, in the meantime, whenever if this kind of just settles out, maybe makes a bullish wick, and then kind of rallies back up, we may have something coming in like this. Okay, if this is the D, if the D and the E continue, and then we're gonna have something like this. So this is just the leg, okay, of the third leg. The third leg is made up of five waves. Okay, so that's what we're thinking is going on here with regards to, chart patterns and Elliott Wave analysis. One of the things that makes us think that this truly is a triangle is that the volume is really falling off. Sorry about the noises in the background. The baby noises. So yeah, you see volume is really falling off here quite a bit. So that makes us also think that this is possibly a triangle. Let's go take a look at our algorithms and see what they say. All right, so this is the algorithms that we use and have created. If you're new to us, go back in some of our videos and you'll see a little bit more description with regards to these. I'm not going to go over it here on with regards to Verge, but I'll speak to them a bit. So here we see our hidden support line as it's come up, and the market's basically sold off, pretty much kissed the line, It's come back up, and it's continuing along this line. We also had our trend strength indicator show that something's going on in the market right here, that there's going to be some sort of a sell-off. And we pretty much, the market ran up and then it kind of came back down again. We do see the trend strength indicator is turning again, so that could be possibly a bullish indication. We don't really look at the trend strength when it's in between these maximum and minimum levels. But it's still good to see a possible direction of where the market may go. The D trend here, it really kind of shows you a lot. You can see the D trend peaked right along here, and then it sold off continuing from there. And that's what kind of told us when we were trading Verge that something's going to be going on. Something is behind the scenes going on. MACD also sold off, and it's still, it's still kind of in this negative territory where the lead is below the trailing. Similar situation, what's going on here with the sign indicator. Sign indicator is the same thing you learned in grade school, but it's impacted by the movement of the price. So you can see the sign indicator kind of max out here, and it's coming down. Next day or two, it looks like it's going to start making minimums. But what tends to happen is that the price tends to follow this as well. So you can see here, the price, kind of maxed out right here. We also see, similar here as well. The sign indicator is not as good as the other indicators when it comes to daily data, because of the fact that daily data is not cyclical, it's more trend-like. So this is what we see overall. Overall, with regards to the charts I had showed you previously on TradingView, there's a lot of things to look at. We're kind of at a very high decision point of which way the market's going to be going, and it's a similar situation that's going on Bitcoin. However, on the algo side, it's a similar type of view. The algos are showing something as well, showing something similar too. One of the things you may want to keep in mind is this level right here. Okay, well, let's call it about 11 cents. 11 cents is this hidden support level. If the market were to come down to this 11 cents, then we possibly may be having a problem where the market's going to go ahead and change direction. So let's keep that in mind. I'm going to end this right here, especially since I'm being interrupted by someone special. But from here, let's, like I said, let's keep an eye on it. If you guys have any questions, let us know. And we'll be speaking to you soon. Happy trading.